What's up, people? It's your girl, Adeola. A popular Nigerian soccer player, Christian Obodo, was kidnapped last week in Warri, and his kidnappers were asking for £150,000. The good news is the police were able to rescue him before his family made any payment. And they actually arrested some of the kidnappers. That's good. I just wonder where Nigeria is going with all these kidnappings. You can help but wonder who's next. I mean, even international soccer player can be kidnapped. But, I have to blame Christian too. I mean, how can you go to Nigeria and be driving a car that has your name as the plate number? I mean, who does that? My brother, that is like advertising yourself in front of people that are already looking for you. Can you imagine the publisher of Sahara Reporters driving around Maiduguri with Sahara Reporters as the plate number? After he's been declared wanted by Boko Haram, he's now coming back to New York. So my people, if God blesses you abroad and you go to Nigeria, I beg, take it easy. Just lay low. When you go home, lay low, because don't be like my friend Kosoko. This guy worked so hard all summer, spring, fall, winter. He was just saving and saving and saving. Finally, he went home for Christmas. Just Christmas holiday. You won't believe the guy spent everything he has saved. He blew it all up trying to impress people that he's from America. He came back empty-handed, had to start all over again, doing daytime, nighttime. You know how it goes now. He had no savings whatsoever. He was borrowing money from people. I said to him, these people you are trying to impress. Do you know a lot of people in Nigeria are more comfortable than people in America? They have drivers, you have house helps, you have gate man. You don't enjoy all those privileges in America. If you have money in Nigeria, life is good. So back to Christian Ojari. The guy was kidnapped right in front of his church in broad daylight. And there were people watching, they couldn't do anything. So I started asking everybody, what's the emergency number to call in Nigeria if you were to be in trouble? Like how UK has 999 and in the US it's 911. What is the 911 of Nigeria? So I looked on Wikipedia. I was pleasantly surprised to see that we actually have an emergency number to call. It's 199. I'm like, oh, good. Nigerian government has taken care of this. I'm like, wow, this is good. So I picked up my phone and, tried to dial the number. The thing didn't go through. This number doesn't exist. I said, there must be a mistake. It's probably because I'm calling from America. So, I called a few of my friends in Nigeria. I'm like, hey, can you help me to dial this number from your phone? And see, tell me about your experience. Guess what? They all got back to me. They're like, this thing is not happening. This number doesn't exist. Where did you get this number? What is this number now? I said, hey, you in Nigeria, you don't know what the number is. Me in America, I'm the one telling you about your emergency number. I said, Kai, this is sad. This is sad. Very, very sad. So you can be in danger right now and you will be dialing this number. So nothing will happen. I said, this is sad though. In a country where there is president and cabinet. But the good thing is I found someone that told me this number used to work. I guess probably when they first started. Like before. Yeah, you feel me. But now it's not working. I'm like, that's such a shame. The only number we have that has always worked in Nigeria is 419. You know what I mean? Yeah, that one never fails to work. It never fails to work. It's like, that number has been working before I was born and it's still working. It never fails. Oh, by the way, if you're not a Nigerian, this is not the number to call when you need help if you happen to be in Nigeria, because, I can't tell you more than that. It's just what it is. Don't come and ask me what is 419 because I don't know. But hopefully after watching this episode, our government can help us, to put a number in place that will actually work when people are in danger. Just keeping it real. Speaking of government, American leaders are now on the wanted list of Al-Shabaab, the terrorist group in Somalia. Especially President Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. These people are trying to retaliate because Obama has offered $33 million to anybody that can give them information about how to arrest the leaders of Al-Shabaab. Guess what? Al-Shabaab is also offering a reward to anybody that can help them to capture Barack Obama. You know how much they're offering? Hey, they're offering 10. I repeat, 10 live camels. I mean, why would anybody want to pass that by? Like, Seriously? You know, the sad thing is they insulted the US because when it came to Hillary Clinton, they are not offering 10 camels. So they are not even offering 1 camel. And guess what? They are offering 10 hens and 10 roosters. I said this is what Hillary Clinton is what? 10 hens and 10 roosters. That's it. Speaking of terrorism, do you know that Al-Qaeda is now recruiting online? The terrorist group Al-Qaeda, yeah, they are now recruiting online. And they are encouraging people to join them to be trained as suicide bombers so they can strike in the US and France and other countries. The good news is Nigerians won't have to worry about that anymore in few weeks. In few weeks, yes. Because remember, the government has promised us that by June, they would put an end to terrorism. Remember when the president was in Germany in April? Precisely April 19th. That was when he made the vow that by June, he's putting an end to Boko Haram menace. It's like, done with. So this is June. We're already in June, but hey, people don't give up yet. There's still some weeks in June. My only fear is that this is just one of many vows, and like the ones before this one, they've not been fulfilled. For example, they've been promising us that there will be constant electricity for a long time. Remember in 1986, they said that would be the end of blackout in Nigeria? Yeah, it was all over the news, it was in the paper, you know. Yeah, that is, they're still working on that. Right now, everybody is used to having a generator, including babies. You know, that explains why we equip our soccer players with a flashlight when they're having a game. It's just in case. So they can always see the ball. That is where I put the ball. Now, the light went out. But you know, me, I still have faith in our government. I tell people, don't give up yet. They are still working on electricity. Maybe something important came up, something that is more important, you know, like renaming some schools. The only thing I want to say is, now that your request for MAULAG has been submitted to the Nigerian lawmakers, please remember our own request too for electricity. We are not asking much. We are just asking for constant electricity. You know, this will make life easier in so many ways. So please, as they are processing MAULAG on one side, please let them process electricity too. Hopefully somebody will submit this request to the Nigerian lawmakers too. Just keeping it real. Speaking of lawmakers, the Home Secretary of the United Kingdom wants a new law that will require people who marry foreigners to earn at least £20,000 a year if they want to set up their family home in UK. Now that means you can't fall in love with any African-born cocolet or other foreigners unless you're making at least £20,000 in Britain. If not, you will have to emigrate if you want to live with your loved ones that are from overseas. And if your spouse already has children, then you have to earn at least £30,000. Yeah, depending on how many kids y'all have. And this is just one of several criteria they're setting up. Now, they are doing this in order to cut down immigration to UK. As it is now, about 250,000 people move to UK every year. See, now would be a good time for us Africans to develop our countries too, before they close the gate of traveling abroad. As it is, our African degrees are not recognized in these Western countries. When we get there, we have to start all over again anyway, and we have to do dirty jobs just to survive. It's gotten so bad, everybody wants to live abroad. See, that's why young African men are now marrying old white women. I mean, not old, but you know, older. Yeah, older than him probably. I mean, she may be young, but she sure looks old. I mean, older than him, but hey, you know. Anyway, all I'm saying is I can't wait for the time that people will be moving to Africa for a better life, considering the fact that Africa is actually the richest continent in terms of natural resources. I can't wait, you know, to hear people say, oh, my African dream, my African dream. I'm just keeping it real. One American woman, Vanity Wonders, says she regrets enlarging her butt. Yeah. Right there. I'm like, why would you allow anybody to mess with your, you know? It's like, no, that's not happening, you know? Yeah, I like it like that. But this lady spent £10,000 over the course of 5 years, taking several injections in order to pump up her, you know? Yeah, yes. £10,000. because of Ikebe. Hey! Now the thing looks like a balloon. Eh? Her waist is still 23 inches. But her, back there is 45. Isn't that abnormal? Yeah, that's some serious booty right there. A shout out to all the ladies out there that may be watching. Please, don't ever think you're not beautiful enough the way you are. Trust me, everybody is beautiful. Maybe you just need to use less less makeup. Or maybe you just need to smile, Smiling sometimes makes you beautiful. So please, smile more and you will realize how beautiful you are. But honestly, learn to love yourself the way you are so you don't do something that you will later regret. This injection can be deadly, because the silicone in it can actually kill someone. Like this Nigerian lady, Claudia Adeola, she also tried to do the same thing, like get a bottom implant, but she wasn't that lucky because the silicone killed her. Isn't this butt enough? Why would anybody want more? And remember that lady? Yeah, that one. Yeah, she was in the news not too long ago. She tried to do the same thing and they injected cement into her, like concrete. Yeah, that's sad. No, don't laugh. That is very sad. Because those things can get out of hand, because hers got out of hand, as you can see. The good thing is this lady, Vanity, says she's now back to her senses. Now that she's 30 years old, she's discouraging other people from doing this. She recently wrote a book about her experience, and she's hoping that younger women will not do what she did. Just keeping it real. On June 10th, a Kenyan police helicopter crashed, killing all 6 people on board. Among them were 2 pilots, 2 bodyguards, including the Minister for Internet Security, Professor Saitoti, who was once the vice president of the country, and his deputy. This is very sad, and the whole country observed 3 days of mourning. And our hearts go out to the families of the deceased. May their souls rest in peace. Now, the bizarre thing is, 2 Kenyan ministers have also died in a helicopter crash on this same date, June 10th. Yeah, that was 4 years ago, but it was also June 10th. I'm talking about the former roads minister, Kipkalia Kunes, and former member of parliament, Lona Laboso. The same date, the same accident. This is bizarre, right? I'm starting to really fear Kenyans now because it looks like politics in Kenya is, a serious game. Because, this guy that died, Professor Saitoti, he was trying to be president. You see that politics in Kenya is such a deadly game, or maybe Kenyans are also, getting into black magic. I'm not even doubting that after seeing that video of the man that was glued to, the woman. Yeah, no, we won't go into that, but that happened in Kenya too. So I'm really starting to fear Kenyans. Just keeping it real. Before I leave today, I want you guys to see a little bit of Madagascar.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. All girls all over the world. Original King Julian for the girls, man. I love my old girls. I love to move their body. When you move your body, you know move it nice and sweet and sassy. Alright? Woman, you cute and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on mud on you cute and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on mud on. Physically fit, physically fit, physically fit, woman, physically fit.
Alright, y'all, it's been real, and I'm keeping it real right up in here. Until next week, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace out.